Hey guys, it's me, Ryan. I got another one of my toys up for sale. It's a 2006 Yamaha R1, the 50th anniversary edition. As you'll be able to tell, it's in mint shape, almost showroom floor. For 4 years old, it's, like I said, totally mint. It's got about 11,000 and change on it, which means it's getting driven less than 3,000 miles a summer. I'm the second owner of the bike. The first one was a friend here in town. He bought it brand new for cash. Drove it all the way until, well, basically June when I bought it. I've only owned it a few months. I love the bike, that's for sure. You can see that it was inspected June 2011. And I'll show you the mileage. Hard to see with this camera, but you'll probably be able to see it in the picture. 11,069. The bike is pretty much stock as far as performance goes. There's a K&N filter underneath the tank cover here. I got the Harris Project grips with the bar ends. They match the color here. Speaking of the color real quick, it's obviously yellow, but when this thing's out in the light, I mean, it can be gold, dark yellow, light yellow. I mean, it changes with the daylight. It's an amazing color. When you see the pearl, it's like nothing else. It doesn't show up in my shop right now, but it's raining outside and we're not going to get any sunlight. So I got the zero gravity double bubble windscreen. I tell you, this thing definitely throws the wind up over your helmet. You don't have to worry about helmet lift and smashing your head from side to side. It definitely keeps the air in check. It's also got a set of frame sliders. 2 on the passenger side, I guess that's what you'd call it on a bike, and 1 on the driver's. They're pretty good solid ABS plastic, everything ever happens. Hopefully that'll help save most of the bike. It's also got the quick spools on the frame in case you have bike jacks to hold it up. The tires, stock, they were Michelin Pilot 2CT tires. That's what they are here. They got changed at 9,600, so these only have 1,400 miles on them. And try to find the letter in here. These are some of the stickiest tires I've ridden on for a bike, that's for sure. I don't know if you can see it. It doesn't really matter. And performance, I just barely put on the Two Brothers carbon fiber slip-on. Goes right down here to the mid-pipe. It's fully chrome pipes. The mid-pipe I took off, it is gutted, but it is stock. You got the integrated tail light, the rear fender eliminator kit. I moved the plate way up so it's hardly visible in case you're trying to run away from somebody. And it's got the flush mounts in the front where the old turn signals used to stick out. They're clear. I was about ready to take the mirrors off with some block off plates, but I never got around to it, so it's going to come as you see it here. That's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, I've only owned it a couple months. Most of these mods were done before I got it. Let me show you the turn signals here. I don't know if you can see the brake or not, but everybody knows what you're looking at. It's a pretty nice LED. My brother's got the 2008 R1. It's like the Raven edition, and he still prefers this bike to his. I definitely do too. I'm a bigger guy, you know, 6'2", 240, and I've looked at a lot of bikes before I bought this one. I've owned a few. I've ridden Gixxers and CBRs and anything you can throw at me, Ninjas, and nothing rides the way the Yamaha does. Nothing fits a big frame guy like me. It's probably one of the lightest bikes that you're going to find around. Oil gets changed all the time the way it's supposed to. I mean, this bike has been meticulously taken care of. It always is in this garage when it's not getting ridden. It gets washed and waxed on a regular basis. The chain gets lubed every time it's done being washed or anytime it gets ridden in the rain, just the way it's supposed to be. I mean, no bullshit here. You can see the 50th anniversary tag. This bike has never been stunted, never been out of track, never been down or tipped or nothing. The only thing that I will show the owner, and hopefully it works, right here by my finger, you can't really see it in the video, is a slight scuff mark and a piece of the black graphic that has come off. It was white underneath. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, some girl I probably took home from the bar or something threw her foot over and doesn't know any better and let it rub against the tail section, which I'm sure I made her go home and never called her again for such reasons. You can see the bike is absolutely mint. No scuffs, scrapes, scratches, especially up on the tank where a lot of people like to ride too close or they have things in their pocket that scratch. That's not the case here. It's not the way you're supposed to ride anyway. And I think that's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and start it up, let you hear it. Pretty good throttle response. Like I said, it's a great sounding exhaust. It'll be on eBay shortly. Like I said, I just bought it in June. I paid $7,000 myself. I can show anybody that receipt. The bike books for $7,200 just the way it is with the mileage, bone stock. As you can see, it's got at least over $1,000 in mods between the windshield and the intake, frame sliders, all the grips. I mean, the exhaust, I just put that on myself since I owned it. That was $750. I mean, I'm obviously taking a loss on that. The reserve is going to be set at $7,000. I'm not going to budge from it, so don't ask. To buy it now will be $72,000, just the way it sits right now. If you'd like to buy the bike with the stock exhaust, which I still have and I will install for you, I'll accept $6,800, but absolutely no less. And that's pretty much it. Back in June when I bought this bike, I bought a helmet, some gloves, and a hat, or a helmet, sorry about that. I know it's a little dirty right now, but these things will also be for sale as extras. This is an Icon. It's the flat black. It's obviously dirty right now. This is an airframe helmet. It was $275. It's quite impressive. It'll hold your head pretty straight with that windshield. It looks great. It's got all kinds of vents up top, down below, inside. This is a Hydra dry liner. It can be taken out, fully washed. It also comes with an Icon Dark Smoke Pro Shield, very quick change out. The Alpine Stars gloves, these are some of the most impressive that I've used, and I've bought quite a few. Carbon fiber, goat skin on the inside, leather, definitely help you out. These, chances are, probably won't go for sale because I like them so much. I'll probably keep them. The helmet will be for sale. Like I said, I paid $275. I'm willing to let it go for $200. Anything less than that, and I'll just keep it myself. The only other thing I have is the Icon Alter Ego jacket. That's upstairs. We'll take a look at that real quick. The helmet's a 2X. The jacket's a 2X. Jacket has a full inside liner, a full waterproof liner, lots of pockets. Actually, okay, that's the old jacket. This is my new jacket, the Joe Rocket Alter Ego. Sorry about that. As you can see, it's got the full OE spine protector, protection in the shoulders, protection in the elbows. This thing can zip off so that it's a mesh jacket inside. You can zip the outside, all kinds of breathers, adjustments. Gorgeous jacket. Look it up online. I'm pretty sure it's a Joe Rocket Alter Ego. If for some reason I have it wrong, look in my info on the page and I'll correct it. But it's been a little while since I bought it. Just leaving it as an option. Okay, thank you for looking.